Well, we are very fortunate to have our country's Environment and Climate Change Minister, Minister McKenna, joining us live from Selkirk, Manitoba. Great to have you on the program. Thank you for this.
Great to be on the program.
So what do you make of this challenge, first off?
Look, it's really disappointing. It's clear the Ford government, like the former Harper government and the federal Conservatives, have no plan to tackle climate change. They're going to waste $30 million of taxpayer money. We know that this is well within our jurisdiction to take action on climate change to protect the environment, and that's money that they could invest in Ontarians. I was in Hamilton, I was in Burlington, I was in Niagara, I was across Ontario, and I was talking to cities, I was talking to businesses, I was talking to hospitals, schools, who all had programs also cut by the Ford government that were going to help them save money, to be more energy efficient, to reduce their emissions, to reinvest this money in people. And so we're going to stand for the people of Ontario, because what do the people of Ontario want? They want action on climate change. They want to be more energy efficient and save money. And they want to do right by the future generations. And we're seeing extreme weather across the country. In Ontario, there's forest fires. We've had extremely hot days, which isn't just a cost, it's a cost in human lives. And we need to take action on climate change. I'm actually in Manitoba, and I met with the Conservative Minister of the Environment, and she was talking about their climate plan. They have a climate plan to make big polluters pay. They have a climate plan that's serious, that takes action. They also recognize the huge economic opportunity, and we want to work together with folks. It's better that instead of being in court, we actually tackle the biggest challenge we face, which is climate change, but also the biggest economic opportunity, $30 trillion economic opportunity for businesses, Canadian businesses, to be the cleanest businesses, to be competitive, to create good jobs, create solutions that we need across the country.
You yourself represent a riding in Ontario, of course, in the capital, Ottawa Centre, and we did have the province's environment minister on the program last hour, in which he said, Rod Phillips, saying, you know, this carbon tax is bad for Ontario, it's bad for low and middle income families, it's an unfair tax. You yourself represent people in Ontario, in your constituency. How would you respond to that this is an unfair tax on them?
Making big polluters pay in their fair share is something we need to do. And we've always said every single dollar is going to go back into Ontario, and it's going to go directly back to individuals. They have more money in their pockets. They'll be able to be more energy efficient, renovate their homes if they want to. They can save money, and also they care about a future for their kids. But look, I mean, it's just unfortunate that the Ford government doesn't get it. Like the sheer Conservatives, they don't understand the environment and the economy go together in the 21st century. If you don't have a climate plan, you don't have an economic plan. The cost of climate change we're seeing already. There's a huge economic opportunity, and our government is very proud of what we've been able to do. We've been able to reduce emissions. At the same time, we've created 600,000 jobs. That's 60% more jobs than under the Harper government, and we've got a climate plan, and we've got a plan to protect the environment. We've got a plan to create good jobs. We're going to work with Canadians. We're going to work with Ontarians to do just that, and we also owe it to our kids. It's a smart way to do things, and it's just really unfortunate.
There's a jurisdictional question as well, and we heard that from the Attorney General in Ontario, Caroline Mulroney, a few moments ago. Basically, the Ford government arguing that the federal government, your government, doesn't have the power to impose this kind of thing, this kind of carbon tax. And yet, obviously, you would disagree. What sort of legal confidence do you have that this is going to work out in favor of the Trudeau government?
We have full confidence this is within our jurisdiction. The federal government, think about climate change. It doesn't know any borders. We need to be acting to protect the environment, to taking action against climate change. So we're confident of our jurisdiction. And as I said, it's really unfortunate that the Ford government is going to spend $30 million, Ontario taxpayer dollars, to fight climate action. How will they take the $30 million and invest it in hospitals who want to retrofit, schools who want retrofit, the cities that are trying to take action? I heard from them and said these programs have all been cut. These are programs that were going to save them money, that were going to reduce their emissions, and that they could invest those revenues in people. we need to move forward. We have an opportunity to actually do right by the planet, to create good jobs. And it's just unfortunate that folks want to spend time in court. We're within our jurisdiction, but we're going to continue moving forward. We have a climate change plan. That plan includes phasing out coal. It includes making investments, huge investments in public transportation. It includes making investments in innovation in companies so that we can create the good jobs. Companies I'm seeing across the country have clean solutions. We're making investments to adapt to climate change because we're already seeing the impacts. And we're going to continue moving forward, protecting nature, doing things that Canadians value. Canadians love clean air. They love our natural beauty. They want clean water. They want to make sure that we have a safe and sustainable planet for our kids. And they want good jobs. And you know what? You can do that. And so there's an opportunity to work together, and we're just going to keep on keeping on.
Catherine McKenna is Canada's climate minister, climate change and environment minister, joining us live from Selkirk, Manitoba. Great to have you on the program, and thank you for taking a bit of time for CTV today.
Thanks very much.